Okay, this is how I fix my hour lights that I bought from GoStop.com. I had these about a year, and both of them broke at the same time. And so this is the new one that how I just did, but the way this was done before, it had the connections here made on the inside. You'll see where it was in these holes here. And so both of these broke off, and the reason why, because the way this was designed, it had a tab that came up here. I already cut it off. So the problem was, when you put the batteries in it, it was so tight to get it out of there. It was almost impossible to get it out of there. And so I only used these about 5 times, and I just knew it was going to break, and eventually they both broke right here, the inside part. This is the new one I just put in there. So what I did, I cut this off, and I took this whole piece here out, and to replace that connection, I don't know what the name of this is, I'm not too tech savvy, but it works though. This is the connection I put in place of it, and so I just fed it down through the whole of the base here, connected it into the switch and the hour lights. It's pretty simple once you open it up. It's just 2 connections, and I reran the wires, this into there, and I had these where they're sticking out just a little bit, where I kind of bend them a little bit with a fit inside there, and then I put hot glue down on the base to keep these from coming up so much. And then I put Velcro. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. I paid like $2 for this, and I just ran the Velcro, which is both sides, you know. One side's the soft, and then the other one where they'll connect. And this is the way I have it. You just run it. I just ran mine underneath this little plate right here, and what's holding it on there is just the 2 screws, and it's not going anywhere. It's holding real good. And so I had that on to screw that back on there. And so what I basically did, I replaced these connections there for the 9-volt, and then I replaced, just 1 second here, let's show how I did this here. Yeah, so you see how I have the battery fits right inside there, and what I did a little groove. So right here, this has a little groove. It's kind of hard to tell, but for this to fit inside there, I cut a little small groove right here on this right in there, so it'll fit. You can kind of see a little groove that I cut right in there. Yeah, you can see it. That way this right here, which is this, will fit down in there better. It goes right down in there perfectly, and just enough to where the battery will sit down inside there. And I tell you, that right there will hold it. So, but once I put the Velcro in there, this holds it very good. And just by that right there, you can see how it ain't going anywhere. I shook it, you know, real good. Make sure all my connections work real good. And that's basically it. So I went from having this little base right here, that little clip. That was the whole problem right here, this clip right there. It needed more of a flex to it to be able to get it out, the battery. And it was so tight, the battery eventually broke this off. So, you know, I anticipate, you know, having to replace this probably every couple of years or something. I'm gonna keep these in some little Ziploc bags, where the Velcro don't get wore off. But shoot, this is a much easier setup here. I just wanted to show how I did this, and other than that, these are really good lights. I love GoStop. All their products is really good, and they did a great job on this. It's just this one little part right there, these 2, actually this right here is what caused it, that little piece right there that I cut off. I'm sorry I didn't show a video before this, but it came up like up to here, and it's like a little flap right there, a piece of plastic that came up, but it was really, really tight. And I always thought I was gonna probably end up breaking that off, but it never did. But these were the ones I broke off. But yep, other than that, it works good. Just wanted to show how I did this. And like I say, it sticks on here real good. It works real good. It ain't going anywhere.